Okay, so I'm gonna start building my Orzhov. I think it will be an Orzhov aggro deck with some live game theme, but it won't be a live game deck. I don't want Defiant Strike. I think I'll leave 2 copies of Village Rites for now, but I think I will cut at least one of them. Short Sword might get it into my deck. I don't want to play Legion's Judgment. So I think this deck should play 18 lands and about 16, 17, preferably 17 creatures, not 16. So that would mean 7 non-lands. I have to cut at least 2 non-creatures, I mean. And I have to cut at least 2 non-creature spells, but preferably 3. So let's see. One Village Rites for sure. I think Short Sword makes more sense. Maybe I will cut both Village Rites, because what do I have here? So 9 non-creatures. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So I think Short Sword is more important than Village Rites here. This depends on my life gain. So one creature supporting it very well. The second card, I think I can cast it for 4 mana and still have 1 black mana for Indulgence many times. This is a good support. It only needs 1 more counter or 1 more lifelinker. This is some support. And this is another support. I think it's supported quite well, and so if I have and payoffs for life gain are Indulgence and Ghoul. And probably that's it. So not a lot, but I think I prefer to keep this Swindler. It's not a 2-drop I will cut. If I'll get to cutting 2 drops, I think I prefer cutting Blackguard or 1 copy of Imp. Maybe I will leave only 1. Maybe something it's good to have at least 1 copy, I suppose. Maybe against big creatures in green and some annoying flyers, but maybe this deck is so cheap and should be aggressive that maybe I should just focus on beating down efficiently and not play 1 power 2 drops at all, and I think if my opponent stabilizes, I think I'm dead anyway, so let's not let's not play defensive creatures, just get to our own aggression better. So like I said, I don't like this mat. I think I'm gonna cut it now. So do I want to play 16 creatures and all these non-creature spells, or am I going to cut something else here? So I think now the first non-creature candidate to be cut would be this Indulgence, but I think I would like to have some options for 2-for-1, and I have a 2-for-1 for 1 mana a lot of times with this deck, so quite often or often enough, so I think I'm gonna stay with this, so just cut the 4 least exciting creatures. So I think I'm gonna keep Crypt Lurker because it can cycle some creature that isn't good at this spot, and or sacrifice something to get Devotee running. I need 6 mana for that, but the deck is cheap overall, so I think I can get some good plans for the times when I have 6 mana to have something to do for this higher cost. It's not very exciting, but it's still one of my bigger creatures and has some synergies. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't want to cut any of my lifelink creatures. My 3 drops, so it comes to cutting 2 drops, I suppose. So let's, and 2 1-drops are needed. If I have 1 battalion and 1 acolyte, it makes sense to play at least 2 1-drops. I could even consider playing 3 or 4, like I said during drafting. So let's see what can I cut. Maybe cut both flyers. And how many 2 mana creatures do I have now? 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I should play at least 6. So maybe cutting 1 more and looking for cuts somewhere else should be the way to go, or maybe cut some non-creature after all. I could see myself cutting a short sword. It supports some of my creatures quite well, but counters perform a similar role. So maybe yes, I think there's less need for short sword in my deck. So now my 7 non-creatures are 3 removals here, 2 these important cards, that's 5, and the 4th removal here, and Indulgence that should overperform in this deck, although I don't really love this card most of the time. I think it will make sense here. So yeah, one 2-drop I suppose to cut. So Watchdog is the candidate, or Blackguard. I think I'll keep Swindler. Blackguard is some mana sink, but it's not very exciting, so I think I prefer 2 toughness all the time and vigilance to be really annoying if it gets some counters. So Blackguard is gone. So 17 creatures, 7 non-creatures, a very cheap deck, 6 mana, but some mana sinks are like this or this, or even this, and maybe this play when I play Indulgence and have mana for casting some of the creatures I got back, so it makes sense, and I think it can be a really interesting deck. So let's see, we've got 2 double blacks in 2 mana spells, so that's I ask for swamps. I still have 14 to 10 in colors for white, so and 1 drops in white and more 2 drops in white, even though I have these grasps, and double white in 4 mana spell. I think 8/8 is the way to go here. So I'll go with that. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like it, to subscribe to my channel, and check out the whole playlist of this event linked in the description, and I will get to my games soon, so I'll see you there.